So, how is today going to go? Is my backing going to be really good? Am I going to get it together? Is my road driving going to be good? Am I going to run over any right curves? We're about to find out. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not supposed to get dirty. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a gamer. I'm the killer gamer. This is not supposed to happen. Jeez, I gotta take a shot. Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the killer trucker in training.
No! God, please, no! No!
It is week 3, day number 4. It is a Thursday. And things are going a lot better. A lot better.
You serious?
I had a chance to practice my skills 4 times today. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. You got to keep in mind that there's some time that's spent in there. You know, I don't even think I explained what we did, what we do at the end of each day.
Pizza time.
Well, at the beginning of each day, there's a pre-trip, right? A pre-trip inspection. And I've mentioned that several times. So we have to couple the tractor to the trailer, or hook it up, basically. And then we do the walk around, the pre-trip inspection, and we're basically practicing, testing each other, etc. For me, it kind of throws me off when people are walking around and talking and doing this and that, because I need to have silence. I need to be off over here in this direction, so that way I can run it through my mind and practice. And I did that a lot today when there was no truck available for me to be able to practice on with the skills. I just went over to a truck and I started doing the pre-trip. But I did something that no one else was doing. I was doing it in reverse. So everyone, they start off at the front of the vehicle and they work from the engine department on the passenger side all the way through the front and along the driver's side. I started at the end and started working my way back. Why did I do that? Because I figure if I can know this pre-trip inspection from beginning to end and end to beginning, then I'll get it down. I'll get it down pat. In fact, one of the instructors was doing some pop quizzes with me. She had done that on another, it was like yesterday. I think she did that. And I asked her, hey, you mind giving me some more pop quizzes? And she did. She just gave me some pop quizzes here and there. For the most part, I passed every single one of them. There may have been like one little detail, but she was able to help me out with it. And one of them had to do with the torque arm and the torque rod. I thought they were the same thing. Torque arm, torque rod. I thought they were the same thing. Over on the tractor, on the drive wheel, there is a torque arm. It's part of the suspension. I kept calling it a torque rod. It's not. The torque rod is actually part of the suspension system on the tandem wheels of the trailer. So basically, those double set of wheels that are on the back of the trailer, those are the tandems. And the suspension over there, it doesn't have a shock absorber. Very few times does it have an airbag or an airbag system, but it has a torque rod. And she told this to other people too, but how can you remember one for the other? So she kind of stated it as in, this is kind of like a male type of thing, but your arm comes before your rod. And And yeah, now that you have that imagery, I don't think you'll forget that. I don't think you'll forget which one comes first, the arm or the rod. So yeah, I will never forget that. Yeah. And as provocative as it was, I'm really thankful for it, because yeah, it's in my head and I won't forget it now. And you know what? That's all that matters. But anyways, the first fourth of the day is spent with the pre-trip inspections. And sometimes we might be able to get a round of skills going before our break. And then after our break, between lunch, it's just skill, 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 skill. And then between lunch and the second break, it's skill, 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 skill. And then there's a little bit more skill after the second break. And then we have to get ready to shut everything down. So what does that mean? Well, that means we have to do the opposite of what we did in the morning. We have to uncouple the trailers. We park it in an area. Someone's in the driver's seat. Someone goes over to the trailer and they lower the landing gear. Remember, this is a hand crank, okay? You flight simulator fans out there, there's not a button, there's not a switch or a lever. Be nice, there's not. So you have to crank this thing. Thank goodness you don't have to do that on an airplane, right? Although some airplanes, they do have a pump switch, or they have a pump lever on the bottom where you have to pump the landing gear down. So some planes have it, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we got to crank that landing gear down. You crank it down all the way until you feel resistance, and then you crank it back the other direction a couple of turns, and then you stow that handle. There's like a little hook there, and you just kind of, it's a weird handle. It's like it's kind of angled like this, and so there's a little holder here, and you have to kind of like pull it out and angle it off this way, and kind of a, yeah. It's kind of, and no two handles are alike apparently, because when I see one hanging on one trailer, it looks different on another one. So I don't know. Well, what do I know? It's not like I've seen 100 trailers or something. But anyhow, so yeah, so you got to get the landing gear down. Why you got to get the landing gear down? Well, guess what? When you pull that tractor out, if you don't have the landing gear down, the tractor's going to go, or the trailer is going to go poof. We don't want that to happen, right? No, definitely not. We don't want to show up on Bonehead Truckers of the Week. Anyway, and I'm sure there's a video somewhere. So yeah, the landing gear is down, and you have to pull the release arm from the fifth wheel assembly. So you pull that release arm so that way you can pull the tractor ahead. For those of you who have maybe pulled trailers, or maybe you've pulled a fifth wheel, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. There's this release arm that you pull and unlocks things, so that way you can move the truck away from the trailer. You got to remember, you have to unhook the cables between the tractor and the trailer. There's three of them. There's an electrical line, there's an air line, a service line, and then there's an emergency line, which is used for your emergency brakes and whatnot. So you got to disconnect those. Yeah, don't forget that. That won't go very well. You disconnect that. You have a driver. They will pull ahead just a little bit, and then they will lower the fifth wheel assembly. It's on an airbag, and so it'll just lower down. And then they pull the rest of the way out, and then they raise that platform again for the fifth wheel assembly. And then you pull it up, you park it, you turn the wheel all the way to the left, just kind of a safety measure in case the vehicle was to move. It's not really going to move because the wheels are turned, but you also chalk the wheel too. And then they get us some sanitizer and a thing and start cleaning off the handles and whatnot, because of that pandemic thing that's going on. So that's what happens at the end of the day. Everything in between is basically skills, and we can only work with the number of trucks that we have, because guess what? There's another class that is training on the range. They're the week 2 class. We're the week 3 class now. So there was a lot of setting on the pre-trip, and I was able to practice a couple of times with my skills in the morning and a couple of times in the afternoon. And out of the 4 times, I basically did it on my own, all 4 times. Definitely 3. Did I do it 5 times? I might have done it 5 times. I'll last count. I know for 3 out of 3 of them, I did without any help whatsoever. On the 4th one, with the parallel parking, I had a little bit of assistance, but I'll count that one as I did it on my own, and this is why. I knew what I needed to do. I needed to pull up and give myself a little bit more space on one side. It was for parallel parking. I knew what I needed to do, and I just figured, well, let me kind of back it in and try to make some space as I go. Yeah, no. So I knew what I needed to do, and if I had done it, it would have been fine. So I was just, I guess, trying to take a shortcut or something. But the point of the matter is, it's the thought that counts. I don't know. The thing is, if I had done what I knew what I needed to do, I would have gotten it fine. Yeah, I guess I did do it 5 times. Now that I think about it, yeah, I did my skills 5 times, and I did them all really good. On the 5th parallel parking that I did, it wasn't quite in the box, and I think I could have gotten in the box on my own, but one of the instructors was like, hey, this is an easy fix. Just go ahead and push it back this way, pull it up this way, boom, you're done. So, I mean, I could have done it. I'm pretty sure I could have done it on my own. I didn't get any road practice today, and I was hoping I would be getting that. I was told that I would get it tomorrow. I hope so. I need some more work on the road because I keep getting close to those curbs whenever I'm making a right turn. You all know my commentary and everything is fine, and I'm pointing everything out. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to. It's just that dang right turn, and it's not like every single one of them. It just happens to be one that I just when I turn in, I got to stay in that left lane just long enough for the trailer to clear that curb, and then I can come back into the right lane and continue my merry old way. I'm pretty sure that if I were to test tomorrow's Friday and it's actually graduation day. If I were to test tomorrow, I believe I would pass, or I would pass most of it. I feel that confident now about what I'm doing, which is actually kind of amazing. If you had asked me, a year, 2 years, hell, 5 years ago, and asked me if I'd be able to do this stuff, I don't know what I'd be able to answer. I mean, shoot, some of you out there have watched my American and Euro Truck Simulator videos. If you haven't, go back to the very beginning of those videos, and you'll see just how much of a mess I was driving those things, especially backing up. Holy crap. I was trying to back up. I didn't have a clue using the mirrors on what to do. What I would do is I would do it from a top view, and then I would try to wiggle the truck this way and that way. Heck, I think it took me like 45 minutes going back and forth, trying to get it into the parking spot. And now I have much better confidence that I think I'd be able to do it. And then in real life, I'm just amazed. I'm amazed. I'm surprised by what I've been taught, and that it actually works. And it may not work perfectly, but if you know how to fix it, you're good. It's not always going to be perfect, but there are ways to fix it when you have to do a pull-up or stuff. And as long as you know how to fix it, you're good. And it all clicked in today. And remember yesterday I was mentioning how one of the problems that I was having, and I didn't realize it, was because of the mirrors. because the mirrors weren't adjusted properly. Now, the first thing that someone would say would be, well, yeah, dummy, you need to adjust your mirrors. People can adjust their mirrors any which way and say, oh, okay, yeah, as long as I'm seeing out the rear of the trailer, I'm good. That doesn't necessarily mean they're adjusted properly. And if someone has just done their skills and the parallel parking is the last one, and they just now parked it, well, the trailer and the tractor are not perfectly straight. They're off to an angle or somewhat. And if you get into the tractor and you kind of adjust the mirrors so that way you can see, that doesn't mean that they're adjusted properly. Do you see where I'm coming from on this? In order to properly adjust your mirrors, your tractor and your trailer have got to be perfectly straight or damn well near close to it. And that was the problem that I was having. So when I picked up, I did this every single time today, when it was my turn to practice the skills, I picked up the tractor and the trailer from the parallel parking spot, backed up to get room to pull out and get out of that parking box. It's got all, the cones and stuff. Drive all the way around. It's one way, so you have to drive all the way around like this, and then come up, and then you pull straight through into the first section, which is the straight line backing. So you got cones here, and I park right here. I stop right here in the middle of the cones. The tractor and the trailer are straight. So I take a moment and I adjust my mirrors. I adjust my mirrors knowing that everything is straight, and I give myself that like 1 finger width, on each one, just holding my fingers out and knowing that it's angled just enough. Remember, on your mirrors, it should look just like this, so that way you can. This here is like the end. Is that right? Yeah. This here, where my fingers are moving, is like the end of your trailer. So it shouldn't look like this. It should look like this, right? And so with the tractor and the trailer straight, I can adjust my mirrors the way they should be. And then I can do my skills. I pull straight forward and then back it on up. Sometimes the trailer kind of goes this way or that way, but that's where you turn in the direction that the trailer is going so you can get it to go the opposite way. Back in the cone area and then behind it, because that's what you're supposed to do. Boom, that one's done. Pull straight forward. And you've got the cones here. Your offset parking is over here, right next to it. So you pull past those cones and you stop 140, and there's a marker, or actually where the parallel parking is at, right there is 140 meters. I think they have it in meters. So, or is it feet? No, I'm sorry, 140 feet. We're in the States, we don't use meters. Metric system, what's that? I don't know. We pull 140 feet up, which is where the cones are at for the parallel parking. And then from there, you do your setup, your 5-step maneuver to do your offset parking to the left. And guess what? I got it every single time. Today, every single time. And that was the one that was messing me up. I got it every single time today. There was like the first one I had to like pull out a couple of times to get things straightened a little bit, but I was able to get it back. I didn't hit any cones or anything. I was able to do it every single time. And then once you do that, then you pull forward, and then your parallel parking area is remember I told you 140 feet up? Yeah, so you just pull straight up and there's the parallel parking thing. You just drive right past it. Then you start your parallel parking, where you back up just a little bit and then you start turning, your trailer in there. And you have to do these two things where you get out and you look and you make sure everything is the way it's supposed to. If you look back, I think it's Monday's episode. I don't know, day one or something like that. I go through the little cheat sheets that they gave us that has pictures on it on how you do this stuff, which is very handy. You know, if you're doing Truck Simulator, you're not going to be able to go out and look, get out and look and see if you're in the right spot, but the other stuff will definitely help. But yeah, after the day, I feel really good. I feel very confident that I can do this. But with that in mind, we found out when our testing is going to be. I think I may have mentioned in a previous episode that testing is going to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you fail a test, you have to wait 48 hours to take it again. And you have to take the pre-trip first. You pass that, great, you go to the skills. You pass that, great, you go to the road test. Pass that, great, you got your license. You have to pass one in order to get to the other. So if you fail pre-trip, you have to wait a couple of days and then you can retake that test and then move to the next one. If you fail that one, you got to wait 2 days before you can retake it until you move to the third one, being the road test. So you see where I'm getting at there. Well, they have this set up to where the students that they feel confident are going to pass are all being scheduled first. There's a couple that are actually testing tomorrow. There's a couple that are testing on Monday and also Tuesday. So they left me and someone else on Wednesday. And some of the people there in my group were kind of surprised. They're like, why did they schedule you on Wednesday? He's like, you've got this. And they even mentioned that, you know, when in regards to the pre-trip inspection, you know, they've all kind of struggled and have doubts and are worried about it, and I'm not worried about it at all. And they've made comments that, shoot, he knows what he's doing in regards to the pre-trip, and they've seen me go out and practice by myself. It was, you know, the skills and stuff that I was a little shaky on. But after the day, they're like watching, like, holy crap, man, you've got this. So they were surprised when they saw that I was on Wednesday. But my response is, I'll take the extra time to practice, because I'll still be there on Monday and Tuesday, and I'll be practicing skills, and hopefully I'll be on the road. So yeah, give me that extra time. I'll use it. When I go to test, I want to pass that thing 100% perfectly. Okay, it's not going to be perfect, I know that, but I want to be close. So I'm confident now. Let's keep going. I got all day tomorrow, I got all day Monday, and I got all day Tuesday. If there are any kinks or bugs I need to work out, I got 3 days to do it. I want to do this to where I can just do it in my sleep. I mean, I can already do the pre-trip inspection in my sleep. Now let's do the backing skills and the road test in my sleep. So yeah, I'm good with it. It would have been nice to maybe, you know, take it on Monday and get it done and over with, you know, and still have Wednesday and Friday in case I need to test. But I may not need that. Maybe the fact that I'm not going until Wednesday means that I'll just be that much more prepared for the test, where I don't have to retest at all. That I'll go and test on Wednesday and I'll get it. No problem. There is another person in our group, nice guy, very nice guy, who is struggling, and he is scheduled on Wednesday with me. He's the one that I told you about that is in my group. We have the same instructor, and where he almost, when he was making a left turn, almost hit another car. He's been getting better, and that's the point. As long as you're improving and you're getting better, you know, they'll continue to work with you. And like I said, he's a really nice guy. I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him. I'm concerned, and you know, I don't want him to give up, and I hope he doesn't give up, and I hope Swift doesn't give up on him. I think with time he'll be able to get it, and I'm hoping with us practicing tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday I'm hoping that he'll be able to get it. He seems just a little shaky with the pre-trip and when it comes to the skills, because I've been watching him and seeing, how he's doing. And he actually did manage to get the parallel parking done on his own, and I thought that was pretty cool. He is struggling with the offset left parking, just like I was struggling with it. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe he's having a problem with his mirrors too, like he thinks they're adjusted properly and they're really not. I don't know. That was the one thing that threw me off, and I figured it out. I don't know if that's the problem that he's got, or maybe he's doubting himself. Not really sure. I'm hoping things work out for him. And who knows if it's just going to be... Well, there are going to be some others that are going to be practicing too. I mean, the people that are testing on Tuesday will be practicing on Monday. You can't practice on the same day that you test. So... yeah, so as far as practicing, I've got Friday, I've got Monday, and I got Tuesday. Can't practice on test day. So for me, that's Wednesday at 1:15. Yay. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. And hopefully by the time I get on the road for the road test, it'll be before rush hour. I don't want to have to deal with that. I really don't want to have to deal with that. But let's be honest, if, with a real license, driving a real load, you're going to have to deal with rush hour traffic. So, yeah, I'll do. I don't have to like it, but I'll do it. If it's in the morning, if it's in the afternoon, I'll do it because I know I'm going to have to. It'll be whatever it's going to be. About the only other thing that I wanted to talk about is in regards to the Top Gun program, which, I've explained in the previous episode that I've been selected for it. And I was talking with someone this morning who is in the Top Gun program, and he was at the hotel here with us. And he is indeed staying inside of a truck for the week and going through the class, and he says the class is fantastic, and it's 1 week, and he said that the maneuvers that they're learning, all the backing maneuvers and everything, he said this is just fantastic knowledge. The simulator, he says they got you set up taking loads from here to there, and there's a variety of weather situations and scenarios and stuff that come out. I'm sure it's a bit, more detailed than what trucks, American Euro Truck Simulator is. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about that. That's another reason why I want to be able to pass this test, because I don't want them to doubt their decision about accepting me into the Top Gun program. I've been accepted. I don't want them to say, yeah, you know what, maybe this just isn't going to work out for you. At least the Top Gun part. I don't think they'll give up on me completely. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I got a lot riding on this. No pun intended. This is really important, and I really want this to happen. Anyhow, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're finding these videos useful and educating. And if you've been curious about Swift and wondered what to expect, if you were to go into one of the Swift academies for training, well, I hope this is helping you out. I hope this is giving you an idea of what to expect and what to prepare for. So if you're new here, and even if you're not new, and you haven't subscribed, why not? You need to swiftly take your finger and push that subscribe button. And then when you're done, go ahead and click that bell so you get notifications of when videos are uploaded to the channel. And then, yeah, there's one more thing, right? That's that thumbs up button, that like button. Click that like button. And hey, why not, while you're at it, leave some comments. Let me know, hey, are you in the trucking industry? Are you in training? Have you thought about it? What do you think about the series so far? Let me know. I like to hear from you folks. I've also got social media links all in the description. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, blah, 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 blah. Twitter, Twitch. So it's all in there. Twitter is probably the most important out of all of them because I will post news and announcements, videos that are coming up or things that I'm working on there, or announcements like, hey, I'm going to be doing a live stream today or in an hour or something. And speaking of live streams, there's Twitch. So I do live streams on Twitch. What kind of live streams? Gaming. That's what I've done a lot of on this channel. And I've done it on YouTube as well. But yeah, if you want to be with me live while I'm doing a live stream, I'd love to have you there. So head over to Twitch and be sure to give me a follow so you get that notification when I'm going online. And then that Twitter thing just gives you even more foreknowledge before it happens. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next episode tomorrow. Have a killer awesome trekking day.